Hi, this is Daniela.
Hi, this is Anne, and we are here with you today to do some channeling, see what comes up as we are here today with the lunar eclipse, full moon, and the thin veil celebrating all saints, Day of the Dead, and many different traditions that honor those that have been here and that are still with us here in a different form. Excited to be here today.
Yes.
Welcome.
Welcome. Happy to be here and on this day of the full moon. The energy has been very interesting last week.
Yes. And I know for myself, I needed to ground more.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So if anybody out there is feeling, aloof or a little like just kind of spacey feeling or anything, or just light or more anxious, grounding yourself in, as Daniela said earlier, plugging into the earth a little bit more may help you feel a little bit more. Doing some earthing and things might help you feel more at ease.
Absolutely. All right.
Ready?
Start.
Okay.
Greetings. It is a pleasure to be with you. This is Saint Germain. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this beautiful day. This beautiful energy coming in. There is so much going on right now. It is a pleasure to be with you here and to share some of what is going on and to connect. Do you have
Thank
any
you.
questions?
Yes. First, thank you so much for being here. Today, we have been having a lot going on, but there's a lot of energy that we are able to tap into. Can you advise for us and all listening of how we may best utilize this time and the energy that is here for this eclipse?
You utilize the energies through your connection with them, and that is a very individual level, that is a very individual power, so to speak, and that is going to happen as you tune in. So, being more conscious in your tuning in to the energies, being more connected to the earth as you tune into the energies so that they can flow through you and to her. You're always doing that service as well. Being more conscious with others, as you may have experienced more stuff coming up, more energies coming up in your relationships. Be aware that they can go there too. So, grounding helps it be expressed in a healthier way so that there's no sparks or perhaps unnecessary. Because you can do it all through calm, standing, as you were speaking about earlier, standing in your power. You can do it calmly and you can do it explosively. And it's perhaps healthier if you do it in a calmer way because there'll be less fallout. You still need to stand in your power, but do so with peace, with calm, and be aware that there is much momentum behind you standing in your power now. There is much going on in the world that you will need to stand up for. You cannot ignore what is going on. And just know that we are here for your support when it's overwhelming.
Thank you for sharing that. As far as observing, to diffuse or to not ignite a spark within our environment, would another way to say that be to be an observer of our life and to be in a place of neutrality, or how would you explain that?
You can be introspective about your life, but you're in it. And so, meaning as a participant, the way that you participate, the way that you act, do not disengage, do not disconnect, but act out of the integrity that is you. And try your best not to be reactive.
Thank
As
you.
Daniela knows, it always makes it feel not so great when she is reactive and when she loses her. And she does, and she tries again next time.
Yeah, same. And
Yeah.
I think times that I've lost my cool, it's a learning opportunity. And just be like, okay, where did I give my power away? What do I need to call back? What can I do differently to not be reactive?
Absolutely.
Right.
Yes.
And then thank you for that. And my next question with standing up for ourselves or standing in our power. Day two, with the things that are going on in the world, some say, we got to get out there, build our signs, and be a part of the group and the collective. Some say meditation and bringing peace and love to Mother Earth as a whole is a form of activism. Do you have any insight on what is the best thing that we may do, or the best practices that we as humans may have at this time to stand up for what is right at this time?
There are many things that you can do, and different people will be called and have the skills to do different things. In this, some people are activists, some people are marching in the streets. Not everyone will do that or has the capacity to do that for various reasons. So whatever it is that helps you feel connected and engaged is what I would suggest for you. There is beauty and power in the group meditations and in sending that energy out there as well. So it is not just being on the streets. And then also there are people that are actually in the halls of power, so to speak, that are light workers. So there's the support of those people that is also needed, because in fact, that is where the change on the ground will happen. If it will happen, it has to be from the inside there. It's not, oh, it's going to magically disappear. And so there need to be people in there that are supported enough the light. So what you can do is energetically offer your support to all those working for the highest good of all, whether you know of them or you do not.
Wonderful. Thank you. That's really good to know all around. Thank you so much for that. I think that is all the questions that I have. I really appreciate everything. Thank you.
It has been a pleasure to connect. Thank you so much. And we look forward to the next time. Enjoy these next few days. Be in ritual, be in power. However you may, connect to the ancestors, connect to your lineage, connect to the earth.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
You good?
Yeah. That was great. I hear a little bit of sound. Maybe it's from the microphone. I just want to let you know on your side, but it's okay. Yeah, there. If you, yeah, this little,
Okay.
there you go. So it's just speaking on the next part. There you go.
Thank you. Thank
All right.
you.
Are you ready?
Okay. Daniela, Mary Magdalene would like to have a conversation with you and all that are viewing.
Thank you and welcome. It is such a pleasure to have you.
Yes, it's an honor to speak with you again. Do you have any questions for me, my dear?
If you'd like to start with a general message for us at this time.
Yes, I am pleased to do so. Thank you all for all that are participating in this and all that are listening and contemplating the information that is coming through. I see many use discernment, and we appreciate that. Using discernment in any video that you watch, in any stream of information that you receive, is a healthy practice to have. Please compliment yourself for that. The informations that come through can seem different, and that is okay. A lot that comes through is here to change and expand your understanding of what you see the world as. We as a collective are going through many changes. And as we change, we evolve. Our understandings change. Our thoughts and our patterns and our behaviors change. We are an evolving species. We are here to learn and to grow as long as we so choose to. So, as you continue to watch these videos and any other video that you come across, know using your discernment is a healthy practice. And we appreciate you doing so. Sit with what resonates best with you, whether it be this channel or others. Know that what you put in your space and what you put in your environment is best to be a vibration that suits best for you. This is all of a message that I have at this time.
Thank you so much. That is a very timely message with a lot that's been coming in information wise from many sources.
Yes, there's,
Um,
there's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of misinformation out there. Use your gut, use your heart, use your mind. And if all three are in coherence for what is best, proceed. If not, choose what's best for you.
Thank you so much. I had several questions, but now I've, I've diverted into what's happening on the other side of the world. And as you talk about the information coming in, um, how involved should we be in getting that information, and how can we best help in general?
Excellent question. And this is an individual choice. Like like Anne chooses not to. It messes with her intuitive work and her ability to ground. So she chooses to stay a ways back from information coming in. Whereas some are able to proceed and be fine with their intuition and watch the news on a continuum. It's an individual choice. There is a certain amount of fear within a lot of news sources, and not one that is showing all the good that is happening in the world. Do what is best for you, for your energy, for what you're consuming, what you watch. is no different than what you put in your body, whether you be drinking or eating. Anything that you put in your body or around your energy body is a consumption of form. Being that the news is brought in with a base of fear, know that that can be consuming within you. If you choose to continue to watch the news, you may put a light barrier around you to help not absorb the fear, but just the content that you're trying to receive at a baseline. To each their own. Do what's best for you. Detoxing from fear based information can be beneficial to all, especially those that are really wanting to work within their light body and their energy body self, however you may choose to call that. But it is, again, discernment. What is in your best interest for you? And make that decision for what is in for your highest good to proceed forward with grounding, with ease and flow. As far as involvement, then as we just talked about with receiving, the best avenue that I can recommend is sending as much love and light as possible. Love is light, light is love. It is in the same. Sending it from straight from your heart chakra to the area to help diffuse any anxiety, fear, and lower vibration beyond love as much as possible. That is not only helping Mother Earth, but the people and the decision makers, just as Saint Germain had said very beautifully. There are light workers in the hallways, in the ways of decision making. Send them love, support them. The brighter they are able to shine, the more their impact can be brought upon to the decisions and the outcomes. They're all great things that anyone and everyone can do. Prayers, however you choose to connect. As long as you connect with love, there is no wrong.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I also wanted to ask about your relationship with two figures. I wanted to know about a relationship with Jesus, of course, and also Isis.
Yes. Isis is a dear sister of mine, not only as a soul sister, but what we were physically sisters in a previous existence. So coming back when we were able to see each other in the life as Mary Magdalene, it was a homecoming, a reunion, and a way to be able to continue our work. It was divine in every way. My relationship with Jesus, a lovely one, a dear soul connection of mine, one that I love so dearly, through and through. There's much that I could speak on with both of these connections. Do you have a specific question or an area of focus that you would like me to communicate on?
Your work with Jesus, the spiritual work, can you
Mhm.
speak about that
Sure.
a little bit more?
Absolutely. The spiritual work that Jesus and I have done in our lifetime was incredible. It was a wonderment of opportunity to work with them, to learn and to grow and to evolve not only as a soul in human form, but as a light body worker. To see the miracles that not only Jesus could do, but so many of us can do. It wasn't just specifically for Jesus. And that was his message. And the message was that we all can do this work, every single one of us, to the level that we choose to. It was not ever meant to be a complete praising of him. It was meant to be a praising of the collective, an opportunity to show us that we all have this divine work within us at different levels and different degrees. Not one is above or below the other. It's just at a different range of what we are able to do. Our spiritual work that we did was about was about healing and being in a place of love and educating one another of their capabilities. And we aim to be as expansive as possible and show the full range of what we are able to do in our life incarnated here upon earth.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Indeed, the miracles are impactful. What was your role, or what are your healing abilities like at that time or in another lifetime as well?
Thank you. Good question. I had an understanding of light work before meeting Jesus, but being with him and being soul to soul, heart to heart, everything changed. My understanding of everything lifted to a whole new level. The information that he was able to receive and share amplified our abilities as light workers to levels that I don't know how to describe. In that lifetime, I was a mother, I was an energy worker, I was a spiritual leader, I was a student always. And it was about being on earth and being in the space and amplifying our abilities for our highest good. The stories that have been written about me since do not have the accuracies to the life that we lived. But my role, in part, also with reconnecting with the soul that was Isis as, in our life as Mary Magdalene, amplified our abilities as light workers as a whole. Anytime that we collect as a soul tribe in human form and sit heart to heart, activations take place, whether it be a clearing, cleansing, a harmonizing, an empowering, a lifting, anything that is meant to be done with each soul group then happens at that time. If you want to sit back to the viewers and think of a time where maybe you were just sitting at a cafe and you could see somebody and you were intrigued by them and you didn't understand what your connection was with them, but you felt something. And that could be an attraction as a love interest, but that could also be a soul understanding. And maybe you just needed a moment to know we're both here. And you go on and do your path. And everything in between. There can be a lot of things that transpire with souls being on earth at the same time. I myself have had many lifetimes on earth, and I have been able to sit at a cafe and look at somebody and go, I've known you before. And in this life, all I wanted to know is that you were here and safe. And I was able to go about my day and about my life as needed, and knew that that soul was in existence and doing well. Sometimes it's about sitting and realizing that you have a soul sister that is sitting right next to you, and you've been here and you've done this before, and there's something to be done again. And it's a reigniting, a resparking, a kindling of not only soul work, but human work. So I hope that answers your question, but know that my work in my life as Mary Magdalene and in my any lives that I've come in, I have not always been a light worker. Sometimes I've chosen to just be and live as simple as an existence as I possibly could. In other lifetimes, I've chosen to do light work and healing work in many different forms, whether I be a scientist, a biologist, a chemist, an entrepreneur, a mother, a lover, a gardener, and a homemaker.
Thank you for that. That is so beautiful and so empowering in many ways.
Thank you. It's an honor to be able to share this information.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, there's much more I can ask. I think for today, that's all I have, unless you want to share anything else. Again, it has been such a pleasure to talk to you.
It's a pleasure always. Um, I don't really have anything more to share. Just know that I love you all. Call upon me anytime. I am happy to contact and connect with anyone. Beautifully so. Thank you, my dear. It's been an honor to sit with you.
Thank you. The honor is mine. Thank you so much. That was wonderful.
Thank you. Wow. That's you learn something every day. I'm gonna
I
have to go back
know.
and watch that.
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you. Good
It's like,
questions.
no, you're welcome. There's always more, like, okay, were you in France afterwards? Like all these other stuff. I was like, no, no,
I
stop.
did have that thought. I was like, "Mm." Yeah, tell me everything.
I was like, okay, we need to come through with the correct, when she said that the stories or what was written about her was not always correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to correct some things? And perhaps in the future she will.
Want to ask that? Yeah. Yeah. Many of the stories that have been told about me have their inaccuracies. That is to be so. I feel many of you know this, and many of you struggle with this. The Bible is a story. There are truths within it. There are altars and altercations. Our story is truly divine. The story between Jesus and I is one of a great love, so far beyond what the story has been told, one that doesn't always fit the description of words. In that lifetime, we did a lot together. We had a lot together, and we showed a lot together. Many of our stories and much of our life is intimidating to the modern story. And it all involves the essence, and the main lesson is everybody can do what we did. Everybody can be a part of what we do. We are all here and able to do the work and have a story just as beautifully written and experienced as Mary, myself, and as Jesus. Every one of us can be a light worker and can bring healing to ourselves and to the world, the atmosphere, and have a direct connection with God. Much of the story takes a direction that takes us away from understanding our own true essence and our own true power. And know that you can change that in an instant. Know that you can change that and create your reality to be yours. Know that we did a lot in that lifetime. And if you are able to work on your intuition, you'll be able to understand that. if you so choose to. But that story will be for another time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. I was wondering what she was going to say. I was like, tell me.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I could, my a lot of times when I do these things, like my face will smile so much it hurts.
Mhm.
But in this time, it doesn't really hurt. It's just, like a good way of smiling,
Right, right.
but like it just feels peace throughout, and um, it feels as if I'm just smiling all the way back to my jaw. And she definitely still holds such a divine love and respect for Jesus, but also even for the people that got the story wrong, and for people that understand and live their existence based on that understanding of the story that has been written or the stories that have been written. Um, there's nothing but love there. There's no animosity, no pain, no suffering. It has just been what it is, and it's not something that's going to bring her down in any way.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful. She's above it.
Right,
She's not
right.
she's not connected to it.
No, no. And I think that's part of the message she wants people to know too is that there's no reason to be angry. Stories get told differently. It's something that happens, and it takes one person to change it, and they had their reasons. And we have had our lessons and our opportunities for growth because of that. But the main message I can see and feel from her is peace, love, and the opportunity to flourish in absolute abundance. There isn't a need to have to suffer, and that we all can manifest that.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
So
Whoa.
yay. Yeah, I actually got something out of this. Wow.
Me too. Oh my gosh. Wow. Thank you for everything.
Yes.
Thank you for that opportunity.
Wow. We'll
And
do
thank
this again next time.
yes. Thank you everyone.
Bye. Enjoy the next few days.
Yes. Enjoy. Bye.